phone or please put them on a silent mode. The conference will be held in English, so for those of you who need simultaneous interpretation, please use the receiver prepared on your table. Channel 1 is for English and channel 2 is for Korean. Thank you. All right, I believe everyone have seated. Now we're going to begin our conference to distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. I hope you enjoyed your lunch. And please allow me to introduce myself. My name is So-young Lee. I'm your MC for today, and I'll be guiding you through today's afternoon session. It is my true privilege to be here with all of you. As we're planning to have a conference 2 and special session 2 and 3, followed by a dinner, please stay with us until the very end, and your participation will be greatly appreciated. First of all, it is my great pleasure to introduce the moderator for today's conference 2, Professor Park Jong-yu from Woosuk University. Thank you, Professor, for being here with us today despite your very busy schedule. Now I'll hand over microphone to our moderator. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our moderator and our speakers with a big round of applause.
Thank you. Hello everyone, nice to meet you. Welcome to the afternoon session. It's a nice day, fresh Monday, a sunny day. This is spring weather in Korea, so I think the weather seems to welcome you too. Let me introduce myself briefly. My name is Jong-yul Park. I'm very honored to become a moderator of this event. Of course, I am not an AI expert, but I do my best. I worked as a journalist for 30 years, and I am currently a university professor teaching the media communication. Especially, I served as a president of Journalists Association of Korea, JAK, 10 years ago, from 2012 to 2015. At the time, I organized the World Journalist Conference, this event, for the first time in Korea. So I have a special feeling to this event. That's enough of my introduction. Today we will have a conversation about AI journalism and the future of media, fighting with the nets and without break time. It's a tough schedule. Okay, as you know, we are now in the age of artificial intelligence. Everyone lives with AI. Everyone is talking about generative AI. For example, ChatGPT, Gemini, and so on. AI is no longer for technology experts. It belongs to everyone. In fact, many conferences and seminars related to AI are taking place all over the world. The journalism sector is no different. We have both opportunities and challenges in AI as a game changer. Actually, new roles are being established in the newsroom as a result of generative AI. For example, innovation officer, AI expert, head of AI, prompt designer, AI video editor, AI engineer, and so forth. So, our today's conference is a valuable opportunity to have in-depth conversation about the AI, technology, and journalism. We can discuss various advanced cases, how to use AI, ethical concerns, and innovation technology in newsroom, especially human journalism and AI literacy. I hope this event will be informative and interesting for you. Let's find out. First, let me introduce four presenters. First, from my right, Ms. Pensopa SUKONTARAK from Thailand. She is a senior reporter at Thairath TV and a member of Thai Journalist Association. And from my left, Ms. Elena SÁNCHEZ NICOLÁS from Belgium. She is the president of Belgium branch of Association of European Journalists, AEJ, right? Yeah. And next, Mr. Leonardo CASAS from Chile. Yeah. He is a deputy director at BioBioChile, the largest digital news channel in Chile. And last, Mr. Minseong KIM. He's the head of media strategy at Korea Daily. Korea Daily is #1 newspaper with 70 years of history in Republic of Korea. And let me explain how conference proceeds. First, all four presenters will finish their presentations, and we will have a Q&A time about 20 minutes. Of course, anytime you would like to ask a question, after individual presentation is over, you can ask a question, but within the subject of individual presentation. Okay, so first, Ms. Pensopa will present over there, please. Please give a big round of applause.
Hello everyone, it's my honor to be here. I'm not an AI expert too. My name is Pensopa SUKONTARAK, you can call me Nook. I'm coming here represent the Thai Journalist Association. As I work as a volunteer for subcommittee of Foreign Affairs, and this is our first time to participate in the World Journalist Conference, and this is marks the first relationship between Thai Journalist Association and the Journalist Association of Korea. So thank you for inviting me to this event. Before going to the topic of AI journalism, let me briefly introduce the company I work for. Is Thairath Media Group, and I work as a senior reporter for International News Desk. Thairath is one of the oldest media company in Thailand. Our business includes the Thairath newspaper, the Thai language daily newspaper that is over 75 years old now and still printing today around 1 million copies. And there is also Thairath Online that covers a variety of news. And also we have Thairath Television, the digital television to have news program and variety of program. As I work for a journalist for more than 20 years, it started around the year 2000. It's actually 24 years now. So I have an experience and see the evolution of Thai media industry firsthand. So today I'm so exciting to share with you about the AI journalism in Thailand. I would like to show you video clips about the first AI news presenter.
รู้ข่าวทันใจกับณัชชา AI Reporter รัฐบาลเชิญชวนประชาชนต่ออายุใบอนุญาตขับรถนอกเวลาราชการระหว่างวันที่ 1 ถึง 5 เมษายนนี้นายคารม พลพรกลางรองโฆษกประจำสำนักนายกรัฐมนตรีเปิดเผยว่าเนื่องในวัน
This is Natsha. She just made her debut for News Alert program on Nation TV channel just early this month with a human feature and a soft voice also created by the AI technology. Everyone is so exciting about this. The CEO of Nation TV said that AI reporter will help support the work of editorial department, allowing human reporter more time to focus on gathering and verifying information. And she also announced that there will be the second reporter who also created by AI coming soon. And I would like to show you one more video. Is Thairath first AI create news animation program.
ผู้ใหญ่เกิดเรื่องใหญ่แล้วเอ๊ะโวยวายอะไรของเองวะไอ้จอยเรื่องอะไรไหนค่อยๆเล่าสิก๊อตครม.ใหม่ของรัฐบาลนะพี่ผู้ใหญ่ท่านเห็นรายชื่อของแต่ละคนแล้วโอ้โหงามไฟจริงๆเลยผู้ใหญ่ ไอ้ที่เองว่างามใส่น่ะมันงามยังไงวะเอ้าผู้ใหญ่ไม่เห็นหรอกมีทั้งแป้งมีเจ้า
This is ผู้ใหญ่มากับทุ่งหมาเมิน In fact, this is a very famous cartoon character in Thairath newspaper for a long time, and Thairath decided to use AI technology to create this based on the cartoon character. But this is still under developed project of Thairath TV. And for the next topic is how Thailand journalism landscape changing as AI take more role in our newsroom. The news reporting, this is a game changer for how we produce news and serve to our viewers. Newsroom across the country are increasingly use AI-powered tools to do routine tasks like data collection, fact-checking, analysis through the large amount of data, or transcribing interview, data storage, and even writing news and production of new graphic. This is not only help speed up the news production process, but it also improve the accuracy of the reporting. And for the Thairath TV news website, we also implement the content recommendation. We call content recommendation system. It has been trial for 2 years. It is a system that we developed to study the behavior of the website user and present news that is expected to match the interest of the reader. And after trial for 2 years, the results show that the click-through rate or CTR increased from 1.5 to 4%. And as for the advertising on the web, AI technology is also used to analyze reader interest. And for Thairath TV, we are the first news station to start using the Mimir technology system. We call Mimir Intelligence System this year for storage new image file. And for the future of media, opportunity and challenge, if we look ahead, AI journalism reshape the future of media in Thailand. By using power of AI technology, news organization can unlock new possibility for storytelling, audience engagement, and revenue generation. Collaboration between journalists and AI experts, I believe it can drive innovation and foster the development of cutting-edge solutions for the needs of the industry. Furthermore, in experimentation with immersive technology like VR and AR offer excitement, opportunity to redefine the news media experience and captivate audience in news and in an innovative way. And for ethical consideration, AI journalism in Thailand also presents several challenges and ethical considerations. One of the primary concerns is potential for algorithm bias, where AI system could unintentionally reinforce stereotypes, spread the false information. People also worrying about how AI might affect the honesty of journalism and need for human journalists. There are a big concern about keeping personal data privacy and being clear how we use it. In Thailand, and media organizations are just initiating discussion on creating guidelines for AI journalism, recognize the growing role AI in news production. There is a collective effort to establish principles and best practice to ensure ethical and accurate report. This shows their commitment to keeping journalism standard high in today's digital world. Finally, I would like to say that AI journalism in Thailand marked the beginning of the new chapter in media industry. While it brings exciting possibility, but not forget the value that define good journalism, the truth, integrity, and accountability. Let's use AI responsibility to ensure it serves society well. Thank you, and I appreciate your time.
It was very nice presentation. Is there anyone who would like to ask a question to Pensopa? So I have a question. You introduced Mimir, and please explain more details on content recommendation system of Thairath TV. Yeah, okay.
I interview my colleague who used AI media intelligence system. He said that if we have it, when we use this program, it's useful for storage the news image file that are tagged and transcript and translate. It can detect the face of people in the news image and label detection.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. And
Sorry.
Yeah. Please, tell us your name and...
Hello, my name is Habib. I come from Bahrain. I'd like to know how deep is the penetration, AI penetration in your work? Is it every day, every week? How often? Thank you.
In Thailand? Yeah, you have that case.
For me, I think that I use AI, but sometimes I didn't realize it is an AI technology, like to translate news from different language into Thai language.
And the news you showed us that the specimen, the man reading the news.
The AI presenter is not of Thairath, is the Nation Channel TV. For Thairath, we didn't have AI presenter.
Do they have
yet.
it every night? Do they have it once a week?
Oh, every day
Every day.
for Express News.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question.
Okay, next, Elena Sanchez, please.
So thank you to the organizers of the World Journalism Conference for inviting me to take part in this panel. I actually think it's very interesting that we are focusing on AI because the interest on AI has grown exponentially in the recent years. If we go just to Google and we look into how the term has been searched, actually in 2000, AI had like a score in Google Trends of 15 over 100, where 100 would be like the most popular term being searched online. If we go to back February, the term had 100% score. I think also this is related to the release of ChatGPT, but not only. I guess the technology is being integrated more and more, so that's also the reason why we are talking here about it. I think with AI, it's like with any technology that has had the potential to have an impact on the media industry. Whether journalism can survive or adapt to it, I always think like it's a matter of striking the right balance between embracing the full benefits of the technology, while also addressing the ethical concerns, the risks that appear with it, you know? But I refuse to talk about AI like if it was something about the future, because I think AI is the present. It's something that is now, right here. It has already been here for years. Whether it's beneficial or harmful for journalism, for the production of journalism, or for the output of journalism work, I think it doesn't rely on only one factor. It's many things. It's the degree to what you use the software, it's the quality of the software, it's many things. For example, a report that it was recently published, it's called Generating Change, a global survey of what news organizations are doing with artificial intelligence. This is a survey of editors around 46 countries around the world, and they concluded that actually AI is going to be used more and more in newsrooms, especially for fact-checking, for the disinformation analysis, summarization of news, content personalization, automation, chatbots that will do like the first interviews with the subjects, but also like to just gather some info about public sentiment on certain issues. So there are many benefits for this technology, but one of my conclusions over the last years has been like the bigger the newsroom, the more opportunities the newsroom has had to either partner with some developers or to even develop their own in-house tools. This has left small organizations, such as one that I work for, because I'm also beyond president of an association, also managing editor for a newsroom in Brussels. These leave small organizations like struggling to keep pace with the big ones, and it makes it a bit more complicated to compete with the big players. But at the same time, I think AI has bring forward partnerships, collaborations, and new innovative approaches. But beyond of the AI that can be used more as a newsroom, I think a lot of journalists, or that's what I see at least in my new room, use AI almost on a daily basis. I mean, AI, it's almost writing the headlines. It's suggesting the headlines, that's for sure. It's being used by reporters to brainstorm about topics. Something that I love actually, it's how the amount of time that we are saving with the transcription of interviews, like the audio to text. That's amazing. I mean, it's incredible. But then also for data analysis, like we are covering the EU institutions, and we are used to reports of minimum 100 pages, 170 pages. And it helps out to put all this information into a system that can give you a summarization per chapters, not really to quote it or whatever, but to get a quickly understanding of what the report is about and to help you with your job. But of course, it can help with proofreading, I mean, suggesting style structures, but making sure you don't have spelling mistakes, for example. Also with SEO, with keywords. But at the end, I think, I mean, AI, one of the best benefits of it is like, you know, it can help free more time for the journalist to do the most human thing of the story. Because at the end, the connection with the sources, the empathy, the insights, the critical thinking, that's human skills that the journalist brings on the table, and I don't think AI will ever be able to replace that. But of course, with every technology, there is some challenges. In this report that I was talking before about, these experts were talking about the first present challenge was the technical challenges, then there were like the ethical challenges, the cultural challenges, and then the managerial challenges. But this, it's a bit abstract to me, so I wanted to highlight some of the things that I think they are the most concerning. One of them is like the exacerbation of biases, or like the misrepresentation of marginalized groups, women and others. Because at the end, we know like a system, it's as good as the data they have been trained with. So if we ask ChatGPT, I don't know, which are the best actors in the development, in the technological developments of the last 10 years, if they have been fed with data most focused on male, well, probably it will give you more male actors than female actors. I mean, this is something that it also requires critical thinking. Also, one of the big concerns are the impact on the editorial agenda, because if the systems are giving more priority to sensationalist or clickbait content, well, that's something also to be considered. There are also issues related to transparency and privacy concerns. Like, I think the audience has the right to know if the AI has been used for the generation of content, or, I don't know, for example, the video that we saw before. I mean, if there is any margin of doubt whether or not that was a robot, I think it should be clarified for everyone. Then, you know, you have also like some cultural resistance, and I see some fear, some journalists being threatened or feeling threatened by this technology. But at the end, I think it's critical to understand that the technology can enhance the skills, not fully replace them. And finally, one of the things that also I think is quite worrying is like this technology can exacerbate the digital divide within newsrooms, and we can see some journalists being able to fully embrace the benefits of the technology, while others can be struggling more to work with this. But of course, that can be solved with digital skills and more digital literacy. And finally, as a conclusion, two things that really worry me the most, and I think many will share this concern, is two things that AI can make very bad or worse. One is the proliferation of deepfakes. Deepfakes, for those of you who don't know it, they are AI-generated videos or voice recordings that are showing people doing or saying things that they haven't done or said. And they are actually a very worrying trend, because although they represent a really small fraction of disinformation, at least in Europe, the spread and the possibility of catching everyone by surprise is quite worrying. This, for example, we saw it with when the war in Ukraine started. We saw it with a video of Zelensky saying that we were going to lay down arms and surround it to Russia. So it's worrying. It's worrying to see this trend coming more and more often online. We see it more and more. Then the other one is the capacity of AI to actually make the spread of fake news so much bigger, so much quicker. It's just a technology that it can be used with algorithmic manipulation to really manipulate public opinion. And that can, at the end of the day, undermine democracies and our all societal stability. So yeah, I will leave it there. So looking forward to your questions. But that's my take on this. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. It was very impressive presentation. Last year, Mr. Charlie Beckett, LSE professor, introduced a similar survey relating AI, a conference conducted by Korea Press Foundation in Seoul. Okay, is there anyone who like to ask a question? Yeah.
Hi, Leman Hamway from Arab News in Saudi Arabia. It seems like you're working with AI much closer in your newsroom. I wanted to ask you, how do you counter the spread of misinformation or deep fakes as you highlighted it? When you see them, what's the best approach to counter them? You know, whether we're in a smaller newsroom or a bigger one.
Well, as I said, we use it like for things like, you know, suggest a headline or give me like the keywords, give me the summarization of this report, etc. So I mean, it's not that this is really influencing, for example, my editorial agenda. I'm not asking AI to tell me what the news of the day are or things like that. But anyway, I really think this is all about awareness and fact-checking, verification. It's going back to the roots of journalism. So yeah, I think through really awareness, digital literacy, fact-checking and verification, we can counter some of the challenges, but there are certain risks that remain there. Yes. Not sure if that answered the question, sorry.
Okay, anyone else?
To what extent does the AI affect the human being, what do you call it, recruitment of being a journalist, human being journalist? Does it affect the journalist intake, the human being journalist intake? Or that is the newspaper policy now, or the media policy now, not to have too many human beings around, or as journalists? So, as I was before what do you call it, unionist, journalist union, so I'm quite concerned of the future of the journalists, what do you call it, working human being journalists. So what do you think of that, since you already have that in place of the human being journalist?
Well, as a managing editor, I'm asking my publisher every day, let's have more money to hire more journalists. I don't want less journalists in my team. I want more people. I want more people to have better stories. Of course, I think it's added value if you have some digital skills. That's also a fact. But I am actually advocating for hiring more people, no more robots. So I don't know if that answers the question, but I think AI can free the time for the journalists to be able to put more time into, for example, conducting interviews and really sitting down, and instead of reading 170 pages of a report that perhaps it's going to add a little to the story, if you can have 1 hour sitting down with your sources and build your sources and your agenda, I think that's much more valuable for the story, perhaps. But that's my personal take on that. Thanks.
Okay, anybody? Go ahead.
Thank you. Elena, are you familiar with Falso Amor?
Falso Amor?
Yeah, the Spanish series. It's deep fake love. That's how they translated it. And in the series, they show how artificial intelligence can disrupt the lives of 5 couples. It's a reality show in Spain, okay? And it's very scary. Yes, because the couple live their own life, they live their own lives, no problem, and suddenly with artificial intelligence, they face big problems of fidelity and, fake pictures, fake videos, fake everything. I wonder if this kind of series is positive or negative. Does it raise awareness or does it scare people? Okay, thank you.
I'm not sure because I'm from Spain, but I live in Belgium, so I don't see Spanish television. I'm sorry. I will need to check it out because I don't know anything about it. But I guess any program that talks about AI raises the point of where are the challenges. I think it's good to keep them in mind.
What?
Hello, I'm Petro Asmanov from the Bulgarian news agency. In addition to this question, have you, Elena, personally, or everybody in this room, ever imagined the possibility that AI becomes so independent from humans that one day all media in the world issue one just news, false of course, that for example some state has attacked another state and create such a situation that you cannot even imagine in journalism?
Well, that's a very difficult question. I don't know how to answer that. I'm not sure how many people fall for the deep fake on Zelensky on March 2022. I'm not sure how many newsrooms reported about it like being actually the truth when it was not. So I think the risk is there, but you know, as I was saying, the insights, the critical thinking, the sources, the connection with the story, the empathy, those are human skills that I personally think AI will never replace them. But I mean, perhaps I'm a positivist. I don't know, but I prefer to think that way.
Okay. Okay, enjoy Q&A time after all presentation is over. And now, Mr. Leonardo, please.
Well, good afternoon. First of all, I would like to thank the Journalist Association of Korea for the invitation and the opportunity to share our experience with artificial intelligence applied to journalism in Chile. I work for BioBioChile. It's the largest digital news outlet in Chile with 75 million page views per month from the city of Concepcion, located 500 kilometers south of Santiago, the capital city. We offer quality journalism to our audiences. Some time ago, we began a strategy of adopting artificial intelligence. We started by implementing Robin. That's our website. That's Robin. An article publishing bot based on ChatGPT, which allowed for the autonomous generation of articles with useful information such as weather, the location of available pharmacies, gas prices, some sport results, movies currently showing, among others. We began by trial and error. The ultimate goal was to create our own artificial intelligence model. At the beginning, the main challenge was to prevent the tool from having room to invent its own stories and make it stick to reality. I say this in past tense because we suspend this program to now study the scope of Google's new policies about automated articles. This experience allowed us to generate close to 1,000 automatic publications per month, but the results were not entirely satisfactory. Text writing became monotonous, lacking soul. Additionally, accessing public sources of information that will provide us with the necessary data was met with much bureaucracy. That's why we have a new strategy now. Currently, we seek to apply artificial intelligence to journalism from a different approach. As an assistant to human journalists, a tool at the service of our publication and to facilitate our work. For example, with ChatGPT, we work to optimize our Google SEO strategy. It helps us develop new ideas for article creation and better connect with our audiences. We cannot conceive of artificial intelligence as a threat when it's already a reality that we must embrace and use to our advantage. In Chile, we are pioneers in adopting artificial intelligence tools in service of journalism. We have Camila Alvarez, a journalist in charge of developing artificial intelligence strategies in our holding company, which includes 2 websites, 2 television channels, and 2 national coverage radios. Her job is to understand the scope of this technology and share her knowledge with other team members. In particular, she trains us on the correct use of prompts and how to ask ChatGPT for things in a specific way. ensuring it delivers the best results. Currently, this technology also helps us in creating newsletters, generating journalistic inspiration, producing attractive text for social media, reassembling text from press releases, or summarizing lengthy text. The goal is to increase efficiency in our newsroom and reduce the journalist workload. Another tool we use daily is audio transcription to text. Most source statements come in audio format, so reducing loading time becomes critical to publish before the competition, especially for breaking news. Additionally, as a website, we are preparing a pilot program in which we will compare the work of members who use artificial intelligence applied to the production of their articles with those who do not use such tools. These results will help us better understand the advantage offered by the technology and conclusively verify its usefulness. It could also become a catalyst for the early adoption of the tools by journalists. One key aspect of this strategy is always verifying the results. We cannot allow artificial intelligence to become creative and compromise our reputation or our audience trust. We are working on integrating artificial intelligence into our CMS. It will provide automatic summaries to generate article extracts. On the other hand, it could suggest additional links or context in posts that require it. It could also provide recommendations for categories, tags, synonyms, writing improvements, organizing ideas, choosing headlines, etc. Journalism has been exposed to many changes through its history. Among the most recent are the transition from typewriters to computers, adopting the internet, the eruption of smartphones with cameras, instant messaging, photo editing software, social networks, among many others. Each of these could have been seen as a threat at the time, challenging the status quo and transforming the way journalism is conceived. But all of these elements have become useful tools for our work. Today, the question should not be if we want to adopt artificial intelligence in journalism, but how we're going to do it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Leonardo explained about the roaming of BioBioChile. What's the meaning of roaming?
What's the meaning?
Yeah.
What's the name? Using the words robot.
Robot.
So, sounds like a robot, it's roaming.
Correct.
That's correct.
And BioBio. Yes.
BioBio.
What's the meaning of BioBio?
BioBio. BioBio, it's a name of a native language in my country that from the sound of a bird. So it's BioBio, and we have a river with the name, and the name came to us for the region BioBio and the BioBioChile media company.
Okay, anyone would like to ask a question to him? Okay. And now, Mr. Kim, please. As you know, Mr. Kim is an AI expert and digital expert. So you can ask many questions to him, okay?
Actually, it's not. Sorry. It's very good to have you here. My name is Mr. Kim Minseong. My English name is Ray, so you guys can free to call me as Ray anywhere. And plus, I can speak up loudly because I have a sore throat today. and so please understand. It rained yesterday, but spring weather in Korea usually is so dry. So I recommend you guys use a humidifier in your hotel room while you sleep in. So the 한국일보 I'm working in is the first country media company to simultaneously prepare for its own AI guideline and its own generative AI assistant so far tools in newsroom so far. So today I'm going to explain why I and my company made those guidelines and tools at the same time. And so if you don't mind, I'm going to speak in Korean from now on Hangul because I think the descriptions of journalism and technology is so complex, so it need to be scientific and precise all the time, I think. So I don't want to ruin your precious time with my broken English, okay? So I hope you wear the headset. So as far as I know, the channel number 1 is our translation for the English. So I know it's hard, but please wear the headset. So tune the channel number 1. So please let me explain in the Korean my presentations. Korean is beautiful language to hear. 제가 오늘 말씀드리려고 하는 그 주제는 AI 저널리즘 자전거의 두 바퀴입니다. 저마다의 AI 활용 기술과 가이드라인이 필요한 이유에 대해서 설명을 드리려고 합니다. 앞서 태국의 펜소파가 AI 기반의 아나운서 기술, 그리고 자동 기사 추천, 컨텍스트 분석 기반의 광고 시스템, 그리고 칠레의 레오나르도가 그 AI 기술을 활용해서 하루에 수천 건의 기사를 발행하는 그런 왕성한 케이스 스터디들을 알려주셨는데, 한국은 AI 기술을 도입하고 실제 뉴스룸에서 활용하는데 시간이 꽤나 걸리고 있습니다. 어느 나라보다는 언론 분야에서 AI 활용 기술을 써야 될지 말아야 될지에 대한 정리가 아직 안 되고 있습니다. 그 이유는 한국은 뭐 아시겠지만 동방예의지국이라고 불리는 곳이고 인간의 가치에 대해서 서양보다 아주 높은 스탠다드를 가지고 있습니다. 특히 언론이라는 분야는 기술이나 혹은 자동화된 기술들이 대체될 수 없다는 의미가 아니라 대체하지 말아야 하는 민주주의를 위한 보루이자 그리고 국민들의 알 권리를 위한 마지막 수단이기 때문에 그 분야를 AI 기술과 얼만큼 같이 할지, 같이 살아갈지 고민하는데 많은 시간을 보내고 있습니다. 그럼에도 불구하고 AI 시대가 이제 오면서 우리는 원하든 원하지 않든 그 새로운 기술에 같이 발을 맞춰야 합니다. 그래서 한국일보는 결정을 했습니다. 가이드라인을 만들고 모든 기자에게 적용되는 가이드라인을 만들고 동시에 한국일보 자체 컨텐츠 매니지먼트 시스템 CMS 안에서 허용된 범위 안에서 활용할 수 있는 공식 저희가 자체 개발한 AI 어시스턴트를 개발하자 두 가지를 목표를 세웠고 그래서 지난주 목요일 날 그 AI 어시스턴트 2를 내부 CMS에 공개를 했습니다. 그래서 그 얘기를 들려드리려고 합니다. 한국일보가 자체 개발한 그 생성형 인공지능 AI 서비스 이름은 HAI입니다. 하이라고 부릅니다. 우리는 혁신형 도구로 불리는 이 생성형 AI를 뉴스 제작 및 편집 그리고 유통 등 언론 업무 전반에 보조 도구로 활용하는 실험을 시작했습니다. 먼저 그 한국 언론사 중 처음으로 AI 가이드라인을 공표하게 된 과정을 말씀을 드리겠습니다. 지난 4월 4일 날 한국 언론사 최초로 첫 그 AI 활용 준칙을 제정해서 대내외적으로 공표를 했습니다. 그 부클릿에 보시면 66페이지에 제가 QR코드를 넣어놨거든요. 궁금하시면 스마트폰으로 스캔해서 한번 보시면 되겠습니다. 물론 코리안 한국어입니다만 뭐 트랜슬레이터가 요즘 아주 잘 돼 있으니 뭐 어려움 없이 읽으실 수 있을 것이라고 봅니다. 한국일보가 그 이런 인공지능 툴을 활용하는 것보다 먼저 가이드라인을 만드는 데 더 집중한 이유는 생성형 AI를 책임있게 활용하는 기준을 먼저 제시하기 위해서였습니다. 그래야 저널리즘 가치를 존중하는 디지털 혁신을 이룰 수 있기 때문입니다. 한국일보의 미디어 전략부문장인 저는 이를 위해서 처음 가이드라인의 초안을 만들어서 뉴스룸에 공유를 했습니다. 그 가이드라인을 참고하는데 여러분들도 잘 아실 만한 닉 디아코플러스 교수와 한네스 쿨스 박사가 만든 전세계 생성 AI 가이드라인, Short Guidelines for Guidelines on the Use of Generative AI in Newsroom, 정말 유명한 바이블과 같은 그 보고서인데, 이것과 함께 한국컨텐츠진흥원에서도 많은 보고서들을 만들어냅니다. 언론진흥재단, 한국기자협회도 마찬가지고요. 거기에 있는 공신력 있는 자료들을 활용했습니다. 아시겠지만 한국일보의 AI 가이드라인 역시 인간의 감독, 투명성, 신중한 실험, 허용 및 금지의 범위, 사실 확인의 책임, 다양성과 포용성, 혐오와 차별 금지, 저작권 보호 및 침해 예방, 개인정보 및 초상권 보호, 구성원 교육 및 가이드라인 지속 개정, 총 8개항 20개 그 조로 이루어져 있습니다. 한국일보가 이런 가이드라인을 만드는 데 있어서 미디어 전략을 담당하고 있는 저뿐만이 아니라 같이 이걸 고민한 조직이 있습니다. 한국일보에는 뉴스 스탠다드 실이라는 조직이 있습니다. 뉴스 스탠다드 실은 이 가이드라인을 그저 툴에 붙어있는 형태의 가이드라인이 아니라 그 편집 강령 수준의 준칙으로 만들기 위해서 노력을 했습니다. 한국일보에는 이 AI 준칙뿐만 아니라 예를 들면 다양성 준칙, 성평등 보도 준칙, 그리고 재난재 보도 준칙 등등, 그리고 자살 보도 준칙과 같은 중요한 준칙들을 자체적으로 마련해서 가지고 있습니다. 뉴스 스탠다드실은 태스크포스를 꾸렸습니다. 10명의 뉴스룸 기자들과 전략부 기자들을 합쳐서 2달 가까이 준칙을 논의를 했습니다. 그 과정을 통해서 준칙의 마지막 나온 버전을 외부 전문가들과 같이 함께 다시 그 논의를 했고, 마지막 버전을 노동조합과 함께 협의를 했습니다. 그래서 회사가 만든 AI 준칙 가이드라인을 노동조합이 같이 합의를 하는 도장을 찍고 4월 4일날 언론 준칙을 대내외적으로 처음 공표를 했습니다. 준칙만 있다라면, 가이드라인만 있다라고 하면 공허합니다. 기술도 같이 있어야 됩니다. 왜냐하면 기술을 활용하면서 생기는 문제들을 우리가 어떻게 대응해야 할지를 가이드라인이 결국 우리를 가이드해 주기 때문입니다. 그래서 한국일보는 이 툴을 가이드라인과 같이 쓸 툴을 만들었습니다. 그 툴 이름이 하이 뉴스룸 도우미입니다. 하이는 한국일보의 에크로님인 H와 인공지능 AI를 합한 줄임말입니다. 그래서 한국일보가 만드는 인공지능 서비스를 총칭합니다. 앞서 케이스처럼 한국일보도 역시 뉴스룸 어시스턴트뿐만 아니라 다양한 인공지능 기반의 프로덕트를 개발하려고 계획을 가지고 있습니다. 한국일보 이 하이 뉴스룸 도우미는 이 한국일보는 저희가 이미 10년 전에 자체 개발한 CMS 허브라는 통합 CMS 서비스가 있습니다. 이곳 안에 들어 있습니다. 즉 CMS와 분리되어 있는 게 아니라 CMS 안에서 예를 들면 기사 입력과 제목 추출과 이미지 생성과 그리고 다양한 추천 시스템들을 CMS 안에서 같이 활용합니다. CMS 안에서 같이 활용해야 되는 이유는 CMS는 단순하게 뉴스를 제작하는 툴이 아니라 구성원 모두가 같은 저널리즘 목표를 달성하기 위해 가지고 있는 하나의 운동장이기 때문입니다. 이 운동장에 해당 기술을 반드시 녹여놓아야, 따로 두지 않고 녹여놓아야 우리 구성원 모두가 이 기술이 같은 가치를 위해서 사용하는 툴이라고 인식할 수 있습니다. 이렇게 하이를 써서 저희가 쓰게 되면 기술적인 다양성들은 아시는 범위들이 있습니다. 글을 요약하고 제목도 추천해주고 번역도 해주고 키워드도 자동 추출하고 연관 이미지도 생성하고 관련 기사도 그리고 추천해주고, 또 저희가 한국은 이 뉴스를 유통하는 데 있어서, 디지털적으로 유통하는 데 있어서 네이버와 카카오라는 아주 큰 서치 엔진 플랫폼들을 가지고 있습니다. 이곳에 유통을 할 때도 조금 더 SEO 기반의 서치 엔진 옵티마이제이션 기반의 제목을 추출하고 서치 엔진에서 로보틱스티가 반응할 만한 키워드들을 추출해서 보이지 않는 메타 태그로 활용합니다. 아무튼 이런 기술들이 하이 뉴스룸 도구미에 들어 있습니다. 그 정리를 드리면 저는 여기 오늘 그 46개국에서 50명의 저널리스트가 오늘 이 자리에 오셨다고 들었습니다. 저는 한국일보처럼 여러분도 여러분들만의 가이드라인과 여러분들만의 툴이 필요하다고 생각합니다. 무슨 뜻이냐면 그냥 챗GPT 터보나 혹은 달리3 같은 걸 갖고 오는 개념이 아니고 그저 예를 들면 와니프라 같은 세계 기자협회, 신문협회에서 퍼블릭하게 그냥 공통 폼으로 제공하는 가이드라인이 아니라 여러분만의 가이드라인을 만드시고 여러분만의 툴을 어느 정도라도 도전해 보시길 권합니다. 왜냐하면 기술과 가이드라인은 때려야 뗄 수 없는 한 쌍입니다. 페어링입니다. AI 저널리즘이라는 자전거가 안전하게 미래로 달려나갈 수 있게 돕는 두 바퀴가 기술과 가이드라인인데 이 두 바퀴를 굴려 어디로 향할지는 인간이 정하는 겁니다. 예를 들면 우리가 자전거를 타는 이유는 넘어지지 않기 위해서가 아닙니다. 이 자전거를 타고 어디를 가기 위해서입니다. 데스티네이션으로 가기 위해서입니다. 우리 각 언론사는 데스티네이션, 즉 저널리즘적 지향 가치가 다르기 때문에 공용 가이드라인과 공용 툴을 쓸 수 없습니다. 그래서 저는 여러분들이 이런 자전거를 잘 타기 위해서 부단히 연습하고 노력하셔야 하고 또 넘어지고 다치면서 익혀 나가셔야 한다고 생각합니다. 우리는 전문직 언론인으로서 AI 기술 확산에 따른 언론 환경의 변화를 늘 주시해야 합니다. 또 동시에 신기술 자체에 호기심을 가져야 합니다. 이를 통해서 우리의 문제점이 무엇인지를 발견하고 무엇을 개선할 수 있는지 고민해야 합니다. 그리고 AI 기술과 실험, 테스트에 나서야 합니다. 그래서 한국일보 하이 H.AI의 캐치프레이즈는 반갑게 더 높게입니다. 아시겠지만 우리가 그리팅을 할 때 하이, 그러니까 반가운 마음으로 호기심으로 하이라고 하고 더 높은 곳을 뜻하는 하이라는 뜻을 중의적으로 가지고 있는데요. 이런 AI 시대의 반가운 호기심으로 인공지능 신기술을 활용해서 한국일보뿐만 아니라 여러분들도 더 높은 저널리즘 가치를 실현하셨으면 좋겠습니다. 그래서 여러분들이 저마다의 가이드라인과 기술에 대한 도전으로 더 높은 저널리즘 가치를 발견하실 필요가 봅니다. 감사합니다. Thank you.
Thank you. Very nice presentation. Ray explained about the two wheels of the AI journalism bicycle. Technology guidelines, those very impressive metaphors, and introduce high newsroom assistant. Is there anyone who would like to ask a question to Ray? Yeah, please.
Hello, I'm Schubert from Hungary, and you mentioned that aiming higher. And do you feel that the quality of the media is getting higher or rather lower because of the tons of new articles that especially like the young colleagues have to run all the time, especially because of the AI. Thank you.
Interpreting? Please wait a little bit more. Okay. 한국어로 답변 드리겠습니다. 네. 정말 맞는 말씀입니다. 그러니까 예를 들면 칼이 있다고 치면 칼을 가지고 무엇을 할 것이냐는 사람이 정해야 합니다. 어머니는 칼로 음식을 만듭니다. 하지만 살인자는 칼로 사람을 찌르죠. 하지만 그렇다고 해서 우리는 칼을 없앨 수 없습니다. 칼을 잘 쓰자라고 얘기를 해야 되는 것이죠. 예를 들면 국경을 열어서 도로를 만들면 마약도 들어오고 범죄자도 들어옵니다. 차들끼리 부딪혀서 교통사고도 나죠. 하지만 우리가 길을 만든 이유는 더 나은 소통을 하고 더 나은 발전과 그 대화를 통해서 더 나은 세상을 만들기 위해서입니다. 그래서 우리는 도로에서 교통사고가 발생하지만 도로를 없애지 않습니다. 저희가 기술을 바라봐야 되는 관점은 저는 늘 이런 거라고 생각합니다. 그러니까 제가 각자의 가이드라인과 툴을 만드셔야 된다고 말씀드린 이유가 그겁니다. 왜 우리가 이런 기술의 도움을 받아서 무엇을 하려고 하느냐? 한국 일보는 올해로 70년을 맞은 언론사입니다. 한국에서 사회와 정치 분야, 경제, 문화, 탐사보도 인베스티게이션을 아주 오랫동안 하는 언론사입니다. 지난 10년 동안 탐사보도와 기획보도로 250여 차례 협회와 그리고 non-profit organization들로부터 많은 상을 받아온 곳입니다. 저희가 AI로 통해서 하고자 하는 바는 단순한 노동이나 혹은 단순한 인스파이레이션들에 대한 도움을 받자는 겁니다. 그리고 플러스에서 호플리하게 바라는 건 이걸 통해서 사람을 줄이고 하는 게 아니라 예를 들면 제가 오늘 저희 그 하이를 써서 아침에 생성형 AI를 하나 만들었는데 프롬프트를 뭐라고 썼었냐면 산호가 있는 바다에 나는 나비의 모습을 그려달라고 저 이미지 생성에 만들었어요. 그랬더니 좋은 이미지를 만들어서 보여주더라고요. 그러니까 제가 그 이미지를 보면서 보이시는지 모르겠는데 제 컴퓨터에 깔려 있어서 네. 그러니까 근데 저는 이런 게 언론인들에게도 창의성을 준다고 생각합니다. 영감을 준다고 생각합니다. 예를 들면 우리가 예를 들면 아프리카의 기아 문제나 정치 문제로 고통받는 아이들에게 어떤 솔루션 저널리즘을 제공해야 될까라고 했을 때 뭐 인간 저널리스트도 수없이 많은 솔루션들을 제시할 겁니다. 하지만 AI에게 그냥 무턱대고 한번 물어보십시오. 정말 기대하지 않았는데 이상한 답을 해줄 때가 있습니다. 그러니까 저는 그게 내비게이션으로 따지면 우리가 예를 들면 여행을 갔을 때 들어가 보지 않은 골목에 뭐가 나올지 뜻밖의 뭔가를 발견하는 창의성을 줄 수도 있다고 생각하거든요. 예를 들면 누군가가 우리에게 이런 바닷속을 나는 나비를 보여준다고 해서 저희가 신문에 실지 않지 않습니까? 이거는 저널리즘이 아니니까, 이건 픽션이니까. 하지만 이런 모습들이 저널리스트들에게도 저는 많은 영감을 줬다고 생각합니다. 그래서 결론을 말씀을 드리면 안 좋은 것들은 줄이고, 즉 AI 기술로 우리 뉴스룸이 가지고 있었던 버려야 될 문제, 줄여야 될 것들에 대한 해답을 얻고, 그걸 통해서 우리가 인간이 생각하기 힘든 혹은 더 나은 다른 종류의 솔루션의 다양성을 저는 높일 수 있을 거라고 봅니다. 그래서 좋은 칼로 활용할 수 있었으면 좋겠습니다.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. This time is a formal Q&A time. Okay. You can enjoy it.
말씀하신 중에요. 언론사는 우리나라 언론사가 지향점이 다르기 때문에 고용 가이드라인을 쓸 수가 없다라고 말씀하셨는데요. 맞죠? 이게 어떤 의미인가요? 언론사가 지향점이 다른다는 게 다른 나라 같은 경우에는 고용 가이드라인을 가지고 통용돼서 쓰고 있는데 우리나라는 그럴 수가 없는데 그것도 우리나라조차도 가이드라인 때문에 따로따로 각자 개발이 좋다는 말씀하셨는데
네네.
좀 이해가 안 가고 근데 기술적인 측면에서 언론이라는 건 동일한 목소리를 내는 게 맞는 건데 이걸 다 따로따로 주장하는 게 좀 이해가 안 가고 두 번째는 언론사를 하고 있어서 한 문제 생겼는데 네이버랑 카카오를 말씀하셨는데 이게 너무 통일성을 포탈이라는 게 너무 콘텐츠 집약하고 있어요. 그러니까 주요 언론사만 목소리를 낼 수 있게끔 하는 게 포털이 아닌가. 내가 볼 때는 이런 다양성 문제가 아니라 포털에 대한 개선부터 시켜야지 그 다음에 각자의 목소리 나올 수가 있지 왜 똑같은 목소리가 계속 방영되고 재판되고 있는데 여기에 대한 문제 어떻게 생각하시는지 두 가지 좀 말씀해 주시죠.
저도 포털에서 일을 해본 적이 있습니다. 네, 일을 해본 적이 있어서 이건 아마 필드에 계신 다른 언론사분들이 네이버나 다음 같은 포털 상황에 대해서 좀 잘 모르실 것 같아서 제가 약간의 컨텍스트를 주면 한국은 전체 뉴스 이용량, 신문, 방송, 디지털 모든 걸 포함해서 뉴스 이용의 약 60에서 70%가 네이버와 다음이라는 서치 엔진에서 이루어집니다. 그리고 나머지 한 20% 정도가 유튜브와 같은 그 비디오 플랫폼에서 이루어지고, 그 말씀은 각 퍼블리셔들 웹사이트에서 뉴스 소비들이 매우 작은 나라입니다. 로이터 저널리즘 연구소에서 매일 발행하는 디지털 뉴스 리포트를 보면 한국은 늘 언론사 자체 홈페이지 뉴스 이용량이 전 세계 최하위인 나라입니다. 그래서 아까 그 질문하신 분께서 포털의 문제를 좀 뭔가 해결을 해야 우리가 뭔가를 할 수 있지 않느냐, 그죠? 그런 말씀이시죠, 그죠? 그런 말씀을 하시는 것 같은데, 물론 맞긴 합니다만, 네이버가 저렇다고 해서 저는 우리 언론사의 자생력 혹은 우리 웹사이트 혹은 우리가 할 수 있는 일들 독립적으로 할 수 있는, 더 나아서 탈포털이라는 흐름은 잘 알고 계시겠지만 외부가 아무리 힘들다라고 해도 우리 홈페이지와 우리 자생력을 강화하는 실험과 도전은 계속돼야 된다고 생각합니다. 그래서 앞으로 가보면 자체적 공동인 가이드라인을 적용하기가 어렵다라고 제가 말씀을 드렸던 이유는 뭐냐면, 물론 쓸 수 있습니다. 우리는 예를 들면 한국이면 똑같은 법을 모든 국민이 적용받고 살죠. 적용받고 사는데, 문제는 뭐냐면 그 법만 가지고 오면 여러분들 가이드라인 읽어보시면 되게 답답하실 거예요. 하지 마라, 이거 하지 마라, 저거 하지 마라, 이거 하지 마라. 결국 보다 보면 안 해야겠네라고 생각하게 만드는 게 법. 하지만 기술을 활용할 때는 무엇을 하지 말아야 될 것도 있지만 이걸 해서 무엇이 가능한지도 설명할 수 있어야 됩니다. 왜냐하면 우리가 법을 만들고 법을 지키고 사는 건, 예를 들면 밖에 나가면 사고 나니까 다 나가지 말고 집에만 있자고 얘기하는 게 아니라, 다 나가서 열심히 뭔가 자기가 원하는 걸 추구하는 과정을 더 좋은 환경으로 만들기 위해서 그런 거거든요. 그래서 각 회사들이 우리가 무엇을 해야 하는지, 우리가 무엇을 원하는지에 대한 얘기를 해야만 이걸 가지고 그 목적을 달성하기 위해서 우리가 AI를 어떻게 쓸지를 얘기할 수 있다는 얘기입니다. 그래서 AI를 어떻게 쓸지의 하나가 가이드라인이고 하나가 기술 툴입니다. 그래서 공용품을 쓰시는 것보다 우리 자체적으로 한번 만들어 볼까에 대해서 한번 화두를 던져보십시오. 제안을 먼저 해보십시오. 그러면 반드시 토론이 일어날 겁니다. 그리고 그 토론을 통해서 우리가 무엇을 해야 되는지 얘기를 하게 될 거고, 적어도 우리만의 가이드라인이나 툴을 못 만든다고 할지라도 적어도 뉴스룸 안에 닫혀있는 커뮤니케이션들이 다시 열리기 시작할 거라고 저는 보거든요. 그래서 그런 의미에서 제안을 드렸습니다.
Okay, thank you for a concrete answer. But this event is a World Journalist Conference, so I want a foreign colleagues' questions. Please, anybody? Yeah?
My name is Kuban from Kyrgyz Republic, from Central Asia. I would like to ask two questions. First, as a specialist in AI sphere, what kind of steps the specialist should do to avoid fake news at this moment? As you all know, the fake news is growing and influencing in big politics. And second question is more interesting for you, for each of panelists here. What you would say about three main principles in ethical considerations? Thank you for mentioning, a panelist from Thailand, she said about the ethical considerations. But to make clear, what kind of steps should the specialist in AI to avoid violations of ethical principles for live journalists? But now we can see that AI reporters, even presenters, can use everything to somehow violate ethical principles at this moment. Thank you very much.
First, Ray, please.
네. 정말 중요하고 어려운 질문이신 것 같습니다. 가이드라인 만들면서도 고민을 많이 했습니다. 그러니까 예를 들면 페이크 뉴스든 뭐 미스인포메이션이든 뭐 인포메이션을 어떻게 디버킹할 것이냐 AI 기술로 거기는 두 가지가 있을 것 같은데 뭐 알겠지만 뭐 많은 팩트 체킹 얼거나이즈 IFCN이라든가 아니면 풀팩트 같은 곳에서 AI 기술 기반으로 미스인포메이션을 말 그대로 디텍션하고 디버킹하는 기술들은 많이 제공을 합니다. 하지만 아시겠지만 그 기술들은 100% 이게 맞는지 틀리는지를 장담하지 않습니다. 하지만 뭐 지금 웹사이트 상에서 이 것들이 누가 만들었고 어떻게 돌아다니고 있고 어떤 의견들이 달리는가에 따라서 판단에 도움을 주는 것인 거죠. 이걸 가이드라인으로 가보면 가이드라인에도 역시 그런 것들이 들어있습니다. 저희도 역시 일단 데스크들이 있기 때문에 데스크들이 이 AI 생성된 결과물들은 무조건 데스킹을 합니다. 그리고 AI 생성물들의 도움을 받았다라고 하면 예를 들면 텍스트 생성이든 이미지 생성이든 비디오 생성이든 도움을 받았다라고 하면 반드시 바이라인에 병기를 합니다. 하지만 이걸 기술적으로 우리가 이게 페이크 뉴스인지 아닌지를 그 AI 생성 툴이 우리에게 클래리파이 하지는 않습니다. 이게 인간의 영역입니다. 즉 전문적인 그리고 경험이 많은 저널리스트가 생성형 AI가 토해내는 무수히 많은 정보들을 보고 이게 누군가의 개인정보를 침해하진 않는지 저작권을 침해하진 않는지 혹은 이 정보가 과거에 혹은 우리가 자체 뉴스룸에 취재한 정보 기반으로 해서 거짓은 아닌지 특정 세력들의 어떤 이익이나 권력이나 자본을 비호해주기 위해서 활용될 수 있지는 않는지를 판단하는 건 오랜 저널리스트의 역할입니다. 인간 저널리스트 역할. 그래서 아까 질문 주셨던 것처럼 세 가지 원칙, 제일 중요한 세 가지를 말씀하라고 하면 저희도 역시 한국일보 가이드라인 1번이 책무성이고 그 책무성은 한국일보 인간 구성원에게 있다라고 저희는 명시하고 있습니다. 그리고 두 번째가 인간의 감독입니다. 인간의 이 어떤 결과물도 AI 결과물이 반영이 돼서 실제 출고가 됐을 때, 퍼블리싱이 이루어졌을 때는 반드시 구성원이 사실 확인을 하고 검토하고 수정에 관여하지 않는다라면 퍼블리싱 할 수 없다고 명시하고 있습니다. 그리고 제일 중요한 건 세 번째는 그래서 저는 트랜스퍼런시라고 생각합니다. 투명성이라고 생각합니다. 저는 이게 그 뉴스룸이 가지고 있는 어떤 그 저널리즘적인 그 레벨과 같다고 생각합니다. 무슨 뜻이냐면 우리가 생성형 AI 썼다라고 하면 반드시 바이라인에 병기해라. 챗GPT를 썼다, 달리를 썼다, 미드저니를 썼다 꼭 공개를 하라고 합니다. 물론 누군가는 안 할 수 있습니다. 숨길 수 있죠. 하지만 이걸 반드시 밝혀야 한다라고 하고 그걸 그 구성원들이 참여를 해 주어야 우리가 비로소 이 AI를 책임감 있게 함께 쓸 수 있습니다. 그래서 저는 투명성을 세 번째 원칙으로 꼭 강조드리고 싶습니다.
Okay, Ray introduced the transparency and human oversight. Okay, and Ms. Pensopa, what's your opinion about that? As ethical concern?
For the fake news, we have concern about this for a while, and from my experience, if I saw a news that I have speculation and I'm not sure is this fake or is this true, I will have to recheck much as possible. Check to the source of the news that is I can trust or not. Even me still have a question about the news, I will not write it and I will not use this news. Thairath always said that if you are not sure, you will not publish and you will not use this news.
Okay, Elena?
So I completely agree with Ray, right? Sorry, I don't know. For me, human oversight, I think it would be the first one on the list. which is very linked to the fact-checking, the verification of whatever the outcome of the AI is. For me, that's the most important one, I would say. Something perhaps a bit Western Europe, but the respect for personal data, I think it's also very important here. At any moment, if the usage of AI for the production or the journalistic production interferes with the respect for personal data, I think there is a problem there. And last but not least, transparency, clarification, and the audience has the right to know when AI is being used for the production of journalistic content.
Okay, we are talking about the three principles to solve the ethical concerns.
Yeah, when we talk about fake news, we have to know that there are people who are using this technology to create fake news. And if we don't use it, they have an advantage and we lost. So we need to embrace this technology, but thinking that the tool will be in good hands, in the right hands, if journalists use this technology as an advantage. And also I'm completely I completely agree with the principles, because we need to review the product. Always has to be a human supervision, and we have to we need transparency with the audience, and obviously we have to check every fact that the artificial intelligence will provide us, because we cannot compromise the trust of the audience. And finally, I will add that, for example, as we said, we have a bot called Robin, but it was a failure because it wasn't shown that what we're looking for, and that's why we start a new approach, and we see the technology as an advantage and as a tool for journalists, but to human journalists, not robots or something like that. And also we're not developing images. For example, we only use text or summaries, but because at this moment we think create images, it could be dangerous for the audience to, when you know this is real images or they are manipulated, it's too thin line between those things. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for answer. So anybody, please.
Thank you. I would like to ask for the panelists, is there any experience that you can share to us since you are already using the AI? So the numbers of viewers or number of the readers is, because like Elena said, yeah, just now that using AI, that the journalists can have more time to dig with the resource person, to more creative, because all the technical job, it can be like a transcription or translation. It can be or reading the pages, that 100 pages, and then can be concise with the using of AI. So if there's any evidence, like that means that if, like Leonardo said, if we have a good hand using AI, so that means the quality of the journalist, the quality of the information is getting more better. Is there any evidence? Yeah, if I using the AI for the breaking news, I think it's a lack of intonation, lack of an expression, because breaking news in television is more tense. You see, if a person directly give a news, breaking the news in front of the television like that. So those kind of, is there any using the AI like in your television is getting more viewers or more readers? Because I expected that the presence of AI, right, it's the quality of information is getting, the creativity, the quality of journalism is getting more and more better. That's my question.
Can you ask the question? Okay, if you don't mind, let me start first. 질문을 하나 드리겠습니다. Sorry to get your headset back. 제 질문이 뭐냐면, 저는 기자 생활을 한 지 22년 정도가 됐는데 2000년대 초반만 해도 제가 기사 관련 정보를 찾으려면 도서관에 갔었어요. 위키피디아가 없었거든요. 검색이 안 됐었거든요. 제 질문은 뭐냐면, 여러분들의 뉴스룸은 구글 검색이 들어온 전과 이후로 나누어서 저널리즘의 퀄리티가 더 높아졌다고 생각하세요? 아니면 인터넷 검색이 어떤 시대에 저널리즘 퀄리티가 더 높아졌다, 더 높았다고 생각하세요? 저는 이 질문과 대단히 유사하다고 생각합니다. 저는 인터넷 검색이 들어온 다음에 저널리즘의 퀄리티가 훨씬 높아졌다고 생각합니다. 두 가지 이유가 있는데요. 여러분들 아시겠지만 구글 서치는 이미 AI 기반입니다. 우리는 알게 모르게 AI 속에 살고 있어요. 넷플릭스의 추천 메뉴도 전부 AI 기반으로 작동하고, 여러분들이 페이스북에서 쓰는 포스팅도 모두 다 컬래버레이티브 필터를 거쳐서 여러분들에게 옵니다. 물론 검색을 해서 나오는 결과, 검색하는 습관 때문에 기자들이 취재하는 노력이 줄어들어서 저널리즘이 안 좋아졌을 수 있습니다. 클릭베이트를 많이 하기 위해서 AI 툴이나 혹은 자동 생성형 로봇 저널리즘 기술들을 활용해서 기사 생산수를 늘리고 사람들이 좋아하는 것 키워드들만 쫓아서 클릭베이트를 늘려서 회사의 매출이나 악용하는 경우도 많습니다. 여기에서 저희가 물어야 될 건 또 이건 거죠. 이 칼을 어떻게 쓸 거냐. 이 칼을 음식을 만드는 데 쓸 거냐, 아니면 이 칼로 사람을 죽일 거냐는 사람의 결정인 겁니다. 자전거를 타고 어디로 갈지도 사람의 결정이고, 우리가 그 핸들을 잡고 어디로 갈지 저의 결정이잖아요. 아까 또 그 증거를 말씀해 달라고 했는데, 그 구글이 활용하는 툴 중에 핀포인트라는 툴이 있습니다. 아시는지 모르겠습니다. 데이터 저널리즘을 할 때 활용합니다. OCR이라고 그 옵티컬 캐릭터 레코그니션 AI 기술 기반입니다. 여러분들 그 마리아 레사를 기억하실 겁니다. 그 필리핀의 그 저널리스트로 그 노벨 프라이즈를 받으신 분입니다. 그 마리아 레사가 속한 회사에서 많이 하는 게 데이터 저널리즘 기반의 탐사 저널리즘입니다. 정부에서 봉인되어 있거나 프린트아웃 상태로 있는 수만 건의 문서를 스캔해서 핀포인트에 올리면 컴퓨터가 검색 가능하게 리더블하게 변환해 줍니다. 그래서 자동으로 페이퍼 위에 있는 캐릭터들이 사람 이름인지, 이게 지명인지, 도시의 이름인지, 회사의 이름인지, 얼가니제이션인지, 정치인의 이름인지를 자동으로 소팅해 줍니다. 그게 AI 기반입니다. 그 기술이 없었으면 지금 전 세계에서 많은 AI 기반의 탐사 보도를 하는데 데이터 저널리즘은 이전처럼 아르바이트생이나 인턴 기자는 수십 명이 프린트아웃을 들고 고생을 했어요. 이런 사례들은 많습니다. 그러니까 그 질문하신 분께서 뭘 걱정하는지는 잘 알겠습니다. 저는 예를 들면 저널리즘 사이드가 늘 기술 변화가 있을 때마다 공포를 느낀다고 생각합니다. 10년 전을 생각해 보십시오. 아이폰이 나올 때 우리 신문 이제 더 안 나오는 거 아니야? 우리는 공포감을 가졌었고요. 이미 5년 전에 페이스북이나 소셜미디어가 나올 때 이것 때문에 우리 홈페이지에 안 오는 거 아니야? 그때도 공포스러워했고 그 뒤에 VR 저널리즘, 드론 저널리즘 어떤 의미의 기술 저널리즘이 나올 때마다 공포심을 가지고 있습니다. 저는 저희가 AI 시대에도 저희가 맞닥뜨리고 있는 공포 실체는 언론들의 기술에 대한 공포라고 생각합니다. 하지만 저는 저희가 이걸 계속 고민하면 이겨낼 수 있고 저널리즘만의 방식으로 위기를 기회로 만들 수 있다고 믿는 저널리스트 중에 한 명입니다. 그래서 그런 쪽으로도 고민을 해보셨으면 좋겠습니다.
Okay, let me tell you something as a moderator about journalism. But think of water in a cup. No matter what the cup, the water is placed in, the nature of water, H2O, does not change. Journalism sector is no different. Even though it is AI journalism, the essence of journalism does not change. So I think we must love justice. We must love truth. And we must be loyal to our citizens. So it's my opinion. And that is journalism. And can you more, Elena?
Yeah, actually, following up on what you were just saying, because I was just thinking exactly the same. Like when I look at the views of the articles in my own CMS, I think good stories get views. Bad stories will not get the views. If I have a good story that is not using AI at all about Russia paying members of the European Parliament to lobby in favor of Russia, that story is going to get a lot of readers, whether or not the journalist has used AI. If I just say to AI, please can you produce a story about Russia paying politicians in the European Parliament to lobby, and I have the production of the AI, and then I put into the paper, this article is AI generated, I can tell you it will not receive the same viewers. It will not, because I think to some extent, right now, a completely AI generated article is somehow a synonym of bad quality. I don't know why, but I think that's a bit of the general feeling. Or at least when I talk with people, that's the feeling they give me. So I think at the end, with the stories, whether it's being assisted by AI or not, those are the ones who will receive the views and the interest of people. It's not about the tool, it's about the story.
Yeah, and also, as we said before, we experienced that bad quality articles with Robin, and it was a failure. And that's why we changed the strategy. And I don't have the specific numbers of data, but we experienced an improvement by using the tool of audio transcription to text, because we perceived and we saw a reduce of time to publication, and we can receive an audio. A colleague, I sent an audio with a quote, for example, and they start to write the article, the breaking news, and at the same time the computer is translating the audio, the transcription, and that's a key element to improve our work, and we see that every day.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
As you mentioned about the Express News that we use AI report presenter to read the news, I agree with you that it looks clearly like a robot and lack of emotion, not like human. But we still have news presenter, the human, the real one, to read the news too. We have more chance, more channel and more choice for our viewer. Not just use the AI, but we also still have use the human presenter too. And for the better journalist or not, I think this is a chance for the journalist to learn more and to practice the skill to be a user, to use the AI as a tool, as Mr. Ray has said, and I urge news organization to provide like course training for journalists to have better skill.
Okay, thank you for answer. Anybody else? Just one question. Yes, just one. Yeah, it's a closing time.
Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to ask another question. I would like to ask panelists, maybe you can share your experience or your knowledge. I think that the challenge today we face is not about whether we adopt AI or new technology. Is the question how we sustain funding of journalism, because the traditional media cannot generate income. We know that is the fact that traditional media are facing financial difficulty, but we still are not able to find how we use the new technology to fund the quality journalism. Can you share your experience or your knowledge that how we use technology to make money for journalism or for journalists? Thank you.
가장 피할 수 없고 그 핵심적인 질문을 주셨다고. I think your question is really the core and inevitable everybody for. 제가 생각하기에 일단 오늘 AI라는 단어를 우리가 얘기를 하고 있는데, 제너레이티브 AI 기술과 AI를 뉴스룸의 기술적인 진화를 위해서 어떻게 활용할지를 나누어서 봐야 합니다. 아까도 예를 들면 앞서도 설명했지만 AI를 제너레이티브 기술로 생산과 제작, 유통에 활용할 것이냐, 아니면 이걸 가지고 추천 기술이나 혹은 독자 분석이냐, 혹은 구독형 시스템을 만드는 걸 쓰는 것은 전혀 다른 이야기이기 때문입니다. 제너레이티브 AI를 써서 만약에 저희가 이걸 한다라고 하면 말 그대로 인건비는 낮추고 생산량을 늘릴 수 있는 접근도 좀 충분히 가능하다고 봅니다. 특히 디지털 시대이기 때문에 저는 그러한 전략도 역시 각자가 결정하시면 된다고 생각합니다. 반드시 좋은 저널리즘이 매출을 장담하지 않습니다. 지난 10년 동안에 한국뿐만 아니라 전 세계 유수의 미디어들이 구독 시스템과 페이월에 도전을 하고 있지만 그 시스템들이 지금 서스테이너빌리티를 장담한다라고 명확하게 얘기하지 못합니다. 그래서 저희는 부분적으로 미터 페이월로 광고 무료 컨텐츠를 광고용으로도 써야 하고 또 우리에게 지불이사가 있는 사람들을 독자로 만들기 위해서 리더 레비뉴 스트래티지를 같이 듀얼로 구성하고 있습니다. 저는 생성형 AI를 써서 더 많은 기사를 자동으로 만들어서 구글 같은 서치 엔진을 통해서 SEO 검색을 통해서 우리 사이트를 많이 방문하게 해서 광고를 더 보게 하자. 그래서 우리가 광고 레비뉴를 더 얻자라고 하는 전략은 여전히 훌륭한 전략이라고 생각합니다. 하지만 제너레이티브 AI를 가지고 이 일을 할지 말지는 구성원이 합의를 해야 합니다. 혹은 경영진이 구성원을 설득해야 합니다. 이 문제가 잘 안 풀리는 이유는 설득 과정이 없기 때문입니다. 그래서 기자들도 이걸 가지고 우리 보고 더 많은 기사를 생산하라는 거냐와 같은 불만이 쌓여 있고, 경영진은 이걸 가지고 돈을 더 많이 벌어야 하는데 기자들은 관심이 없어 두 독립된 방에 각각 갇혀서 서로를 불평하고 있죠. 제가 저만의 가이드라인과 기술이 필요하다고 자꾸 말씀을 드리는 이유는 그 자체가 커뮤니케이션과 토론의 시작이기 때문입니다. 네, 그래서 그 방법을 한번 해보셨습니다.
Yes. About funding, it's really important. But in our experience, by using these tools to optimize SEO for Google, we increase our audience and we grow from 10% of page views from Google to 40% of page views from Google. Now Google is the major source of viewers in our company, and that's important when you have to deal a contract with some sponsors or to get more money for your media, and that's why we are using this technology to improve our work, to help us, and not to reduce the quality of our products.
I think that's the multi-million-dollar question, actually. Like that, it has been out there for a really long time, so there is no easy answer to it. I think, AI can help, for example, with the SEO, and can help, therefore, with the ranking on search engines. It can help with the management of paywalls. It can help with the subscribers models, like it was said before. I think at the end of the day, it's a bit of trying and seeing how it works, try and error, and because there is no easy fix, I guess at the end is either collaborate, adapt, or die. But I think AI can help automate certain things, and like, for example, subscribers models, and therefore free time also of publishers to find those sources of revenues, or the best strategy to continue having the funding to hire good journalists that can write good stories.
Okay, thank you for answer. According to time schedule, unfortunately, we'll conclude to today's conference. Okay, yeah. Finally, I've got to gratitude to everyone who joined us today, and I believe that today's event was a very impressive and meaningful and informative for you, especially regarding AI journalism. Let's conclude today's meeting. And thank you for your attention and participation.
Thank you very much, Professor Park, and all our 4 speakers for sharing your insightful opinions on AI and journalism. Now we will mark the end of the conference 2, and we're going to have a short break for 25 minutes. But in order to start our next session on time, we highly appreciate it if you could be back 2 to 3 minutes earlier. And the next session will be a special session titled The Impact of the Web3 on Digital Media and Journalism, presented by Mr. Kwon Sung-min, CEO of Publish Incorporated.